Are we good? Are we live? Are we good? Are we good? I think we're good. All right. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's both of them. Okay. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Okay. Let's see. Haha, there we go. Now I can switch between these. Awesome. Just had to restart my other monitor because it's actually an entirely separate laptop in order to get everything situated. All right, awesome. I can move OBS over there. Awesome. Welcome back, chat, to World Building Wednesdays. It has been a while since we've touched this. I've actually done some bits off screen, like the word for speak is Gulbrain, and it actually comes from the word for noise. Or the word for noise comes from it. So yeah. Um you'll notice down here at the bottom to the whole, what is it, 0 people that are watching? Yeah. That we've got 2 extra tabs at the bottom. Old Wolverenic and Ancient Volvaic. So, my goal is to move past this. Because we could keep, like, tweaking it and whatnot until it's absolutely perfect, but then we'd never get anything done for this book. Instead, we're going to, well, first, before we do this, we've got to make the script for it. The writing system, the orthography. And then after that, we'll be able to start doing um, the brain work from here. We'll be able to start doing the other languages. So first, we actually need the writing system. But in order to do that, we've got to come up with a writing system. Hold on. I'm going to turn on vertical tabs for a minute. Just to sort these out. IPA. Then Wikipedia. We can ditch this. Okay. This should be good. And look at that. Now we've got our thing here. That kind of sucks though. So there we go. Handy. Now, going to go to YouTube and search up. Writing system. Okay. Okay. So, um, our medium and instrument, they are going to be written. Oh, sorry. So, I'm going to have a different section here. View only. I'm just be logged in. I am logged in, dog. Hold on. Don't tell me I forgot my own freaking password. Hey. It did that thing where I put in my password a bunch of times and then it just didn't like it. And then I tried it again and then it worked somehow. So, now, um, we'll have the orthography. So, the medium is, it's going to be uh on stones, like rocks, like little pebbles. And it's going to be written with chalk. Or like almost like a clay. Cool. And then hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So, what is our syllable structure again? I forget. All right. I think that our language is actually, hold on. I need to still watch this video. Hmm. I see. So, for Proto-Wolfrenic, we are going to be making a logography. Now, a logography is each symbol corresponds to a word, right? But the way we're actually going to do that, given how we have this here, is going to be kind of different. Rather than having a unique symbol for every single individual one of these, we are only going to create um, a symbol for the root, the uh, genitive, instrumental, and considerative. The reason being is because these words come from having other words tacked onto them. The ergative and absolutive, these are just like features of the word. Um, so, right, because comes from, oh shoot, hosh. So, this is going to be considerative, this is going to be genitive, and what was the instrumentive again? Instrumental. What what did we say that came from? an eek. Yeah. Where did that come from? What? Hold on, guys. I know I'm tapping out a lot here. Anyway. Um, Channel, playlists. We're going to World Building Wednesdays. This was just the grammar rules. Oh, I did a lot, actually. Oh no, that was the old one. Yeah, so now gotta go look through all my stuff because I don't put stuff in playlists like I should. Oh, the conses of my quences. Um, right, this was the word making one. Hmm. Man, I gotta start documenting this stuff better. Um, hmm. I promise I'm still here. Okay, it's not this one. It was the next one after that. So, yeah, the reworking ablaut. Okay. Um, Here. You guys can look at the wonderful words, the beautiful language that we have. And then I will keep hmm, what's the word? To have. Considerative is to give. Instrumental is a thing. Okay. So, I wonder if this is still written down somewhere. No, it is not. Okay. So this comes from, I'm going to put in a note here. Comes from have or push have. This comes from lore, which is to give or take. Oop, comes from lore, which means give or take. Um, oh wow, the bitrate sucked on that episode. I'm currently searching through one of the older videos to see how I came up with this stuff. I'm very glad that I have documented this process. Okay, now it's gotta load. Okay. And now I'm going through the lore. Frickin' past me was just like, so my main task here, my main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. That is absolutely a joke that I'd still make. Hmm. It takes so long just to do one thing. This is rough. I'm getting the full viewer experience right now. Although no, I've got it easier. I can skip through the video. Y'all can't until it's the VOD. So it looks like I just came up with it. I just decided it would be the case. Uh, Which that sounds like something I'd do. Hold on. Sorry about this, guys. What are you building? What world? Ah, a language. Yes. This is for a book that I'm writing. This did it actually come? Right now I'm doing research through my past videos of this to figure out how I came up with some of this stuff. And yeah, it looks like I just arbitrarily decided what the ergative and absolutive cases were. They didn't come from anything. That's fine. tool, that's what it was. That's what it was. We found it, chat. We found the lore. Everything is right again. Everything is good in the world. All right. Um give you Okay. Gotta lock in chat for real. So, um, sorry about all that. This is going to come from the word. Comes from. What was it? Where's the word for tool? It'll be up more. Person, animal, tool. There it is. The ergative case is like the no, it's the absolutive case is the we're calling the default case. So this will come from the note. So it comes from locos, which means tool. Okay. And then absolutive doesn't actually come from anything, so we're going to need like a thing for that. Um, damn. We're going to need a marker for it, like something to put on the syllables. And how long have I been streaming for? 30 minutes? 30 minutes, we've got nothing done. It's a real World Building Wednesdays episode, everyone. We're back in action. But, sorry. I gotta figure out what we're gonna have be that thing that we're having. An Ocean. What does Ocean come from? Did we just decide that? Oh no, it's the genitive for thing. Makes sense. Um, we're going to need an O. Damn. So here's my predicament for anyone who is not following my immaculate train of thought. The way that we have this working is that each word gets its own symbol called a logograph. It represents what the word is, sort of like hieroglyphics, right? Now, we're going to have one symbol be for the root word. And then it's going to be the same symbol for all of these. We're just going to, or no, no, wait. Because we've got more information to convey. Oh. So, we're going to have one symbol be for the root word. We're going to have another symbol be for the genitive case. And the way we're going to do that is that we're going to have the symbol for have and the symbol for the word just be right next to each other. And then for this, we're going to have the word adjectives come before the nouns, right? No, after. I wonder why. Oh, it's because the genitive case comes from a verb. Okay, that's why. So then, no, but if that's the case, then why is lore after? Am I gonna have to go back to the video? Hmm. Where did we get animate, inanimate from? Where did that come from? That is when I rearranged the whole chart, which was pretty cool. Where did I get animacy from? Oh. Brother, this girl stinks. Okay. Oh, that's right. I used to do music in these. Where did I get animacy from? How is animacy marked? Why is it marked? Did I just decide it again? Okay. I just came up with it. So, now we need something to actually mark the animacy on the word because the root word is also the absolutive. Um, we have this is absolutive. So we in addition to this need to have something for the word be marked ergative. Actually, the way we can just have this is have an animate and then have inanim. So I think we can have that with alive and dead. There's life, but then alive needs to have some sort of connection to hmm. There. We change that, then we can yeah, we can have multiple of those. Cool. And then we need something that means dead. Or not dead, but not alive. Because it's specifically marked. And then, what did I say blood was? Heat? I'll be heal. A healier. Okay. Cool. So then I can have this up here. Um, related to, what is it? Ironos. Was life. And then this is related to Ohilos, which is blood. Okay. Now we are going to have this be life, blood. So this is root and absolutive. This is ergative, animate. This is ergative. Oop. Inanim. Is that how I wrote it? Animate. Everything is animate. I didn't write any inanimate. Oh, yeah, that's how I did it. Okay. Then this is the genitive. This is the instrumental. And this is the considerative. So, for each word that we have, we're going to have a combination of. Ooh, wait. Okay. So, right, we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are not going to have the adjective forms written out because the way adjectives work is they come from the noun themselves. Um, so they're going to be written the same. And then the word for, and then we're going to have all these words also. Yeah. Cool. So, wait, why is it Helier? Um, number. What? Helier. Helier. Ah, blood is ehelier. That's fine. That's fine. Right. So all of these will just come from the actual symbols that they have, and they're going to be put in the sentences. And sentences is going to be like easy to do because they can just rearrange the stones that the words are written on, you know? And, some stones are going to have more than one word written on them, but generally, these are going to be the precursors to rune stones. I figure that the old Wolverenic language, like this language, will handle it by moving away from stones and start writing these things on other mediums. But ancient Volvic is going to carve them into the stones and then have a sort of like runic looking writing system there. But that means we are going to be making a lot of words here. So, how I'm gonna do this is I have a cool thing, a cool system I like to use called GIMP. Um, no, there's gonna be a little bar at the bottom here. There's literally nothing I can do about that. But, I have a thing. Hold on. I'm gonna create a new. It's going to be, um, 50 by 50 works. Ah, that is a weird color to have. Right, okay. I don't like the way that looks, but we're working at such a small scale that there's nothing I can do about that. Um, Maybe it would be good to have this be 500 by 500. Layer. Layer to image size. Okay. Now, much better. Gah, what did I do? Okay. We're gonna be doing art. We're gonna be doing art. What tools do I have? Is paintbrush going to be the play? I don't like that it doesn't have anti-aliasing, but also, these people aren't going to have anti-aliasing. So, only so much I can do with that. Um, right, this ink. I think this is a good approximation. Although it spreads like ink does. Ah, if only I had like a pastel kinda. Um, what is chalk? This is chalk. I suppose this will be good for the design. That's what I'm working with. Cool. And then it's going to be sort of a murky red-orange color because they get it from the ground. Um, This should be good. Ah, now we can actually start to make the things. I am going to have my World Building Wednesdays thing over here. Okay. So, first word I need is life. How does one represent life in little things here? That is a good question. I forgot about abstract concepts. So, the hard part of this is representing all of the abstract concepts in terms of literal pictographs. So, I am going to look up photographs for life. Hmm. Okay. So, what I'm finding is that the abstract concepts are going to be abstract symbols. So in like Egyptian hieroglyphics, the Ankh was a symbol that represented life and death actually. But it was also because it had like religious significance to them. So I'm trying to think if there's anything that would have that sort of deep intrinsic cultural significance to um to the people. And actually, hold on. It's 128 by 128. So this does have some repeating. Yeah, I think I mean, kinda. If I turn the opacity down, say even 10%, then some of that texture should still be going through. Because the opacity is down, I should turn the saturation up. There we go. Ooh, no, wait. I have to turn the opacity of the layer down. That way when I cross over itself, it doesn't like do the whole bunch up thing. Okay, cool. So, there's going to need to be a symbol that represents life. Um, I don't think I'd actually draw a heart. Um, because they don't have that same cultural like connotations around it that we do. Hmm. This is a good question. Also, I've got a drawing tablet if that wasn't clear. I'm not using my mouse anymore. We get beautiful drawings like this now. This is great. This is wonderful. Um, this is the start of their civilization. But for life, it also should be a symbol that can easily be reduced because it's going to be sort of appended onto words. So I think they should have rings. Actually, hold on. Hmm. This smooth stroke, it might be a little too smooth. Okay. How does it look like without smooth stroke? I mean, rough. That's how they would do it, right? I think I should get the hand first. Okay. So, the cultural significance of this is they whenever a mother like gives birth, they get a ring around to like put around their arm. And this ring is going to be made out of wood, but eventually it will turn into metal. Or I say ring, it's more like a band. So we can make another word out of this. Can go up here to the template. Oop, this is a little close. I don't know how I'm going to represent the pronouns, but we'll figure it out. This is going to be a birth ring. or bracelet, I should say. And the root is going to pull from a lot. There. Can I have NT? No, only TN. I think this is fine. Then, so the animate form is going to be Heguenir. This is Heguenil. We have Hoguanos, or sorry, Hoguanos. Do we have a KW? Let's use that. Heguenir, Heguenil, Heguanos. Then, Oshakwan, right? Because the H goes away. No, let's stop here. Yeah. Okay. Instrumental is Fliquan or Quilnique, Hoquilnique, and this is Hua Quoon Huquoon lore. Can N and L even go next to each other? Yes. Yes, they can. Adjective time. We have brain work for me here. Hequeneer, Hequeneel. We have little brother is home. We absolutive is that's the W. It's been a while, chat. Huqunos, and then Huquunlor. Ah, this is actually sorry. This is Herquanlor. Didn't we have something that was similar to that? Maybe not. Okay, cool. So that's the name of the bracelets that these are mentioning. But this specific like symbol here is for. Oop, that's the wrong one. The specific symbol here is for life. Come on. There we go. Awesome. Okay. So now that this is done, we export this, going to, oh good, you cannot see this stuff. This will be life. Cool. Then next one is blood. And we could do that just by clearing that. Although, sorry, gonna have, there we go. And then overwrite that. Okay, now we weird. Anyway, now we get to work on blood, and I think for blood, we're going to have gashes that bleed. Although it should be the same every time. So I think having 3 lines of blood, 3 lines of blood from here, and then having a second one with 2 more lines of blood, or rather, a second one, 2 more lines of blood, and then a third one with none. That's good. Maybe not that third one. Does this read as blood? I hope it does. No, actually, anybody should be able to look at this and tell that it's blood. So or like it's bleeding. What is going on outside? Anyway, I think that's good. Export this as blood. Okay, with this. Next one is have, to have something. arms like wrapped around a thing, you have it. It makes sense. Trust me, chat. I should make another folder for verbs. Just so I'm not confused. I'm going to rename this to nouns. I'm going to rename this to verbs. These two are going in the nouns. And this one is this one is going in verbs. Okay, great. And then tool. What is a good tool that they would have? Sticks. They'd have hammers. Did they have like Bronze Age stuff? When was the cart invented? It's the Bronze Age. Okay, yeah, they definitely had metal. They had plenty of metal. They were fine on metal. I could probably give them metal words, but in that case, I think that a tool that is popular, or not popular, but useful to them would be some kind of axe. And axes would look like this because metal was expensive. I think they'd have it. Done a lot of research on the Bronze Age recently. There we go. This goes in the nouns. This is a tool. Awesome. Next is the word for to give and take. Now, these are the same word in this language. So this has to represent both of those concepts, both giving and taking. It's the exchange. But it's not like the exchange itself, you know, that's an entirely different word. So this is I'm gonna have one hand, real quick, move this down a bit. To like here. And then I'm going to have another one. I'm going to flip it like this. and like this, and then I can move this all the way to the edge here, and move this all the way up. And then in here, this should be good, right? This is both to give and to take, because the top guy is giving and the bottom guy is taking. Also, is this going to be written left to right or right to left, or how's this going to be written? What's the purpose here? Is it arbitrary? Which one they just happen to develop? We're going to say these guys like right, left to right. Just because they can. Anyway, this is going in verbs. This is give, take. Awesome. Now we have all of these. So we can start making the words. Already have. So let's do person first. How should we draw people? In the Chinese script, people look sort of similar to this, kind of, sort of. Very kind of. Just a little bit. This is probably wrong, but this is like the vibes, right? So I think we should just straight up have a stick figure. Although, you see, now I'm second guessing myself. So, I see. So, the Chinese proto-script had this. This was a person, kind of. And then it turned into this, which then turned into this. So, I think we can get away with something similar. These guys, yes, they're always farming, but, hmm, this is a good one. Because now that I've seen it, I really just want to. This seems like a really elegant person to me. But I also want to. No, that looks dumb. I really want to like capture what these guys are all about. I mean, I suppose at the end of the day, it's not that deep. I say as I have made every single thing this entire series that deep, but I must reduce myself, or not reduce myself. That's reductive. Um, I am a person There's no written writing system. I'm just drawing a picture of some dude in general. Mm, come on. I think that's good. And then we're pretty much just going down the list. So our animal, hmm, there we go. Our animal is beautiful. We already did tool. Now we have light. Hmm. Here we have like a campfire, and then this is the light around it. But then this can also represent the sun. It's very ambiguous like that, and I like that. There. This is our light. Big thing. What things are big? There's mountains and trees. But I think the true large thing must be in comparison to a small thing. And I think if we show the person as being smaller than it, then this is like the scale they need. There. And then for small thing, we have a small thing. I'm a genius. Oh, wait. No, gotta... Okay. Next up on the list, cave. And then they fill this in. Cool. Next is a river. So, ah, oh, they're probably going to have it do. Okay. Then a tree. Hmm. Because trees in their region sort of look like this. Or, yeah, they got thick trunks. Nah, they definitely draw them. More like this. I think this is good. Because I also don't want to make... I want to make these... Because they're going to have a lot of detail to distinct each other from one another, because there's going to be a lot of them. But, I obviously don't want to make them too complicated, because there's also the limitations of your drawing with chalk on a rock. So, next up is grass. Hmm. Because we're going to have grass and wheat, so there needs to be a difference between them. Because they have a lot of tall grasses. I think this is good. And now for wheat. Mm. This doesn't look right. You know what? Sure. After wheat is fruit. What kind of fruit? I don't really think it matters. Hmm. There we go. Although this could also be like a beehive or something. So, just this. Fill this in because it's a tree. We'll have this be filled in, and then if there is a bee's nest, it's going to be open. Fruit. Wood. What do they have to represent wood? They're not going to... Well, no, they might strip it into planks. Because remember, this is the time when they have... They have carts and wheels and bronze. Like, they have metal. They'd be able to do this. Earth. What do they have to represent the earth? Clump of dirt. No. Um, maybe literally just a rock. And then they need water. That's pretty watery. Fire. They have a campfire and then big. The sun or holy light. Ah, which is different than like firelight. So, in that case, I think we have a similar symbol to light, but there are more lines. Okay. They have a cart. To be drawn by an animal. Mm. Start with the wheels, maybe. Then cart. After that is specifically the wheel. So wheel, it's got the middle thing, it's got the spokes on it. Mm. Would they have this, or would they just have a solid disc? I mean, they might have spokes, but they also might not. This is good. Okay. After that, they have the axle, so this is the wheel, this is the axle. This is the cart, and it's carrying the goods. Maybe it has to fit on the thing. So you have the cart, it's carrying whatever it needs to, and then there we go. Axle, that's this thing right here. Boom. Got him. Then the yoke attaches to the animal. So animal, but we also have a big thing right here, which attaches to a cart. Mm. Awesome. Meat. Hooray. I so badly want to just copy over a Minecraft pork chop and call it a day, but I can't. Um, so we will have this, and it's still on a bone. And then cover it in like so. Fur. This is also going to refer to like a whole pelt. There we go. Cool. We already have blood, we already have life. Now we need the sky. Um, And the thing about the sky is I could draw it out as like the sky. Or I could use other logographs that specifically correlate to the sounds that are made and then spell it out like that. Like the sky is tewosos. So I could have the different things spelled out for each one. So tewosos, tewesir, tewesil, otchewas, uh, teruslor, teuslor, stuff like that. And we need something with uh teu. So so far it's looking like fruit. Cause like fruit is taste. So fruit. No, I might as well just draw it out. But the sky is like one of the gods, so you've got to really draw this out. We have the horizon. We have clouds. We have the sun. We have birds. I don't like the look of that cloud. It looks like a nose pass. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. And this is important because they had an extra, because regular light has 5 like beams, but the holy light has 9. Okay. Sky. And day is when the sun is out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it specifically illuminates the world. Mm, I think having just this is fine. And then for night, they have the moon. I actually think it should be like this. I think representing the stars like smaller ones is fine. And then we can fill in, oop, what's that? Not enough. Okay. Here we go. This is much better. Not sure how that is. Night is dark. But if instead it looked like it was scribbled in, that might do it a little more. Hmm. I like this pattern that the different, like the 9 different beams take on. Because it looks sort of like that, but it could also be like this. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. I'm not in love with this. But I suppose I don't have to be in love with all of them. But we are going to have to come up with some way for these to reduce. So I think having just this makes more sense. Okay. Oop. We are almost done with this episode. I'm going to be doing more of these off stream. So, because we've got a lot to go through. And next stream maybe we'll have some. Actually, you know what? I am going to save this as glyphs and then save that in there. Awesome. Um, Thank you guys so much for watching the VOD of this. 'Cause there is no one currently watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to, or don't if you don't, and ring the bell. Goodbye.